So one more person, Ashwin joined the call right earlier. Okay, let us wait 1 minute for him. We'll see. So guys, we'll start then. I don't see Ashwin in the call. Mm, okay, let it be. We'll start the call. We have a recording, right, as a backup. Okay. So now where we now chart of accounts. So anyone has any question on these areas like understanding field status group or like field status? I mean open posting periods or business area and company code. These 5 areas. Anyone has any question on these 5 enterprise structure elements?
Sir, like open and
Mhm.
closed periods is like whenever like we want to post an entry, we will open and
Mhm.
we will close like that only, no, sir?
For 1 month, usually in the real time, it will be open for one period, sir. Okay, for 31
Okay.
days or 30 days. Let's say, for example, you are in May period, which is second period, financially second period, right? We'll keep second period as open.
Okay. If I want to post the back period posting means,
So definitely you can go ahead. I mean, it's up to client as per what you say, client regulations or policies. So whatever they want to do, they can do it, sir. They can open the period and post the transactions, but usually they don't do.
okay, okay,
Hmm. But still there is an option. We can just open, we can keep period open, we can keep all the periods open, all the 12 periods open, sir, for the entire financial year. No restriction at all. But as an accountant, as a, for the accounts department, it will be kept open for only current period.
okay, sir. Okay.
You're saying something, Sandeep? Hmm. 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 If something, if you want to adjust, they try to adjust in the current period only. They don't do it in the previous period again. I- ha- if at all, if it is really mandatory, if it is really needed in the last period, you need to get some approvals from the management, from the accounting management team, and just a user will open the period and just they will proceed with the transaction for the previous period. But 19.9%, no, they'll do it in the current period. Okay, so now we'll start understanding chart of accounts. So now our accounting, if you're an accounting guy, you know what is a GL account, right? A GL account, like stationary expenses or like rent expenses or like salaries, or you take any income accounts like what do you say, interest received or commission received, all these are income accounts, right? Or asset related GL accounts like furniture account or um, what do you say, vehicles or land or building or furniture fittings. Okay, computers, vehicles, all these are fixed assets. Okay, and these are the differential accounts what I mentioned. So so you will have one hierarchy area in SAP system for all the GL accounts. You have some hierarchy area. It's a classification of GL accounts. So if anyone asks you what is a chart of accounts, it's a hierarchy area for the chart for the GL accounts. You can give one sentence, that is sufficient. It's a consisting of all the it's a group consisting of all the GL accounts, hierarchy group. So If you go to the OB, sorry, if you go to this path, right, we'll create a chart of accounts. System got stuck again. We'll open one more time. Okay. Now go to the SPRO. Go to the SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, general. Earlier we were like in the global settings. Now we are in the part of GL accounting. Master data. We are creating GL accounts now. I mean GL accounts hierarchy now. So it's that's the reason it's mentioning as master data. GL accounts, GL accounts. So under GL accounts you can see preparations. Under preparations, chart of accounts list. So open here, click on new entries, chart of accounts. So now you have to give the identification for chart of accounts as well. So we already have ACOA. So we can give AP, CA, APCA, which is Apple chart of accounts. Not sure if that exists or not. We'll see. Language, English language. Now here, length of the GL account number. You can maintain the GL account number up to maximum 10 digits. Okay, alphanumeric key. So up to 10 digit you can maintain here. Okay, I'm giving as 10 digit, or you can select it from here itself. So it's not accepting here. Okay, group chart of account. This is okay. Now this is what we have defined is chart of accounts. Okay, I'll explain you what is okay. So chart of accounts. Okay, it's a hierarchy, as I mentioned, hierarchy of GL accounts. Now under chart of accounts we create account groups. Every company, every legal entity have their own account groups as per their legal regulations. Okay, account groups, for example, you can take fixed assets one account group, and current assets one account group. Okay, now you have another group as expenses, another one you have incomes, another one will have liabilities. Okay, under liabilities you'll have current liabilities. You can, so every company will have their own account groups. So under account groups we create all account groups as well as the ranges, number ranges, how many fixed assets that you are going to create, how many expenses that you are going to create, will give us some number range. Okay, we'll define in the system now. So under chart of accounts you have account groups. Under account groups you will have GL master data, GL accounts. We'll create GL accounts. Okay, so hierarchy chart of accounts. Under chart of accounts we create account groups. Under account group we create GL accounts, all individual GL accounts. So this is a hierarchy for the accounting part. So under account groups we define number ranges. For example, if I give 1 to 100 here, I can create total 100 expense accounts. I can't create more than this. But initially when we define the account groups, we should make sure that we give a maximum number range, so that in case if the client wants to create some more expenses, they can create it. If the client says, if they say, so I want some 1 to 1000, so give some extra number only. It will be less than 1000, but it's better to give some big number range. Anyhow, again, it's a call, it's a client side, it's a client call. We need to get the details from the client for the different account groups as well as number ranges. So if you look at here, we'll come back to the system. And one more thing. So this is whatever we defined in our chart of accounts, that is called operational chart of account. Operational chart of accounts. Okay. This is mandatory chart of accounts, mandatory, and also called operational chart of accounts. Okay. So day-to-day operation activities will be performed under operational chart of accounts. Each and every transaction is booked against your chart of accounts. And we have two more chart of accounts. One is the group chart of accounts. So group, again, consolidation perspective. If you have 10 company codes, so 10 legal entities, you will maintain separate group chart of accounts. And you have country specific chart of accounts. So this is country specific chart of accounts. Usually, very few countries will have their own legal entity, legal requirements. Okay. For example, during IKEA implementation, there was one country where they want their own specific. They want their own chart of accounts for their country. Okay. It was like Turkey chart of accounts. We created one Turkey chart of accounts, which was specific to their country. Okay. This is country legal, as per country legal requirements. Country legal requirements, we create country specific chart of accounts. So three chart of accounts, but mandatory is operational chart of accounts. Now we are learning operational chart of accounts. This is nothing to learn, but nothing to learn in the sense we need to understand how to map your group to operational, and linking your country to operational and group chart of accounts. I will explain you at the end of our sessions. Okay. If I start explaining at this point, definitely will get confusion for you. So initially we'll try to understand operational chart of accounts. Now have created operational chart of accounts as Sapka, which is chart of accounts Sapka, and description and the language and length of the GL account number. So now I can create up to 10 digit GL account number. Click on save. It is already saved. Come back. Now again, our company code will know only after assignment, right? Otherwise, system, our company, our legal entity will not know what is our chart of account. So company code is AP01. What is the chart of accounts? Anyone? Yep. Getting sleep? AP? CA? See, Apple chart of accounts. Okay. Sir, I request everyone to concentrate. Okay. It's even though if you miss one step also, it's very difficult to configure when you start working on the system. So as I mentioned, we created chart of accounts and we assigned a company code to chart of accounts. Now I'm creating account groups. So we already mentioned different accounts. We'll create some very simple account groups. So that it covers entire accounting. New entries. What is chart of accounts here? APCA. Okay. So let us give APCA. Here also give APCA. So four account groups I want to create. Like in accounting, you will see asset accounts, you will see liabilities accounts, okay, and you will see expense accounts, you will see incomes accounts. So enter accounting is covered here, okay, but in real time you may have 30-40 account groups also. It depends how you want to how so depends upon the client requirement. You will just configure the account groups as per their requirement. Okay, you will get all the details from the client itself. So what is this one? Asset. I'm giving assets, I'm giving liabilities, I'm giving expenses. What is expense with the capital? Expenses, and asset, liabilities, expenses, and incomes and gains. Now here, okay, now it's up to us. What should be our number range? For time being, what I'm giving, 1000 to 199 and 2000 to 299. Okay, I'm taking 4 digit for our training purpose only, right? I'm taking a very easy number. So these are the different account groups. So I can create only 1000 to 1000. How many? 1000 to 1900. So I can create 1000 asset accounts, 1000 liabilities, 1000 expenses, 1000 incomes and gains. Okay. In real time, you may take 6 digit or 8 digit with very big, large number range. Okay. While creating the GL accounts, you will come to know. Now, there is another field. This is these are the GL accounts, right? These are the GL account groups. Under account groups, we create GL masters. So, for example, if I select this, would go for field status. Okay, click here and click on field status. Under control, tax category. For example, for a GL account, you take any expense account. For example, purchases. Purchase is an expense account. So, if you go to any store, you will when you purchase any goods, definitely you will see some tax, GST tax, CGST or SGST, right? So mandatorily you want to calculate tax for that expenses. In that case, you can enter the tax criteria as required field. So this is master data. This under, so we are creating, we are restricting the fields of master data. Well, like while creating the expense account, I want to make tax criteria as required field. Earlier we were discussing on posting of the transactions. Now we are discussing on the master data, GL master data. So whenever I create asset related GL accounts, the tax category will be required entry or optional or display or suppress. I can hide, I can make the field as required, I can make the field as optional, or I can make the field as display. Okay. So we can control the fields while creating master data via field status. It's a, it's a interview question and certification question. So how do you control master data fields? Via field status, via account groups. So we are good with chart of accounts, assignment of chart of accounts to company code, account groups. Now return earning account. What is return earning account? Anyone? Since you all have accounting experience, what is a return earning account?
Carry forward to next year.
Ha, exactly. Carry forward. So every company has to generate the financial statements, right? So you're transferring your PL balances to the next financial year. Okay, as part of your accounting regulations, you will transfer your PL balance to the next financial year. So how do you transfer? So in SAP we have one program. Okay, it's a separate technical program. So when we execute that program, system automatically transfer the balance to the next financial year. So for that we'll create one GL account. Okay, so this GL account will be always part of balance sheet liability side. So we'll create one GL account from the liability range. What is the liability range? What we have created liability range? Huh? So liability range is from 2000 to 2999. Okay, I can create one GL account, but I'm not creating GL account. I want to set up first one setting here. Okay, so what is our chart of accounts? Apka. Okay, now you have to mention one identification X. Now you have to mention the GL account. What was the range for liabilities? So
2000.
2000 to 2003. So I'm just giving 2000. Click enter. Now it's mentioned, it's a system is throwing some message. You know, it's not, it's only warning, not error. Account 2000 is not creating certificate. We have not created any master data now. Okay, we're creating only configuration settings. So while creating GL master data, we'll create 2000 as balance carry forward returning account. Okay, it's mentioned very clearly. Bill transaction bill is balance carried forward. So just to remind, while creating GL master data, remind me, while creating GL master data, we'll create one GL account with 2000 for returning account. Okay. So anyhow, we are saving all the settings in our respective transport request under Apple group. Sir, any questions on these four? Returning account, account group, chart of accounts, and a chart of account. I mean, basically assigning chart of accounts to company code. Anyone has any question from these four settings? Uh, I assume no questions. Okay. Yep. So I'll close this. Now, what is the next step from our Excel sheet? We are good here. Okay. Now, accounting principles, another major important topic. Sorry for that. Just to stop me if you're not able to understand. Okay, you can ask questions. See, someone was not there, like a their background was completely different, not from the accounting background. Okay, so they are from BTech background or something else. So they don't know what is a GL account or how to create a GL account. I mean, the basic of the basics of accounting they don't know. So just mentioned all the accounting rules. You can also correct me if I'm wrong. Ha, now, okay. So Okay, I'll just write it over here once again. I'll make you understand. S- oh, See, accounting. When you say accounting, right? Every company will maintain accounts on basis of what? Accounting standards. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Accounting standards. So every country has accounting standards. Then what is the accounting standard India will maintain accounts? Indian accounting standards. Okay, and the US will maintain US GAAP, which is US general accepted accounting principles. Across world will use international financial reporting standards, IFRS. Okay, these are called accounting principles. Okay, now in SAP we will create each accounting principle as ledger. Okay, okay, for your company code, one will be your main ledger, one will be your main ledger, which is called 0L. Sorry, 0L. This is called leading ledger. This is leading ledger. And other accounting principles, other ledgers called non-leading ledger. We'll give some two-letter identification. Okay, ledger. Okay, this is also non-leading ledger. We can create as many as non-leading ledgers, as many as accounting principle you have. But one will be your main leading ledger, one will be your main accounting principle. That is called 0L leading ledger. Okay, now we'll in SAP system we are going to create accounting principles. Since this is a demo server, so n number of accounting principles already maintained. I'll go to the path, global settings, ledgers, and if you look at here, ledger, parallel accounting, define accounting principles. You can see local gap, local tax, n number of accounting principles has been created. What I will do, I'll create two accounting principles. One is Apple, uh, Apple IAS. One is Apple accounting standard for India. Okay, another one will be Apple US gap. Okay, make sense? Two accounting principles, Apple US gap. We'll see, because it's other teams also other team members also maintain who are working on this system. We'll see. If it is not accepting, we'll consider only one. But as of now, I have created two accounting principles. What we created, two accounting principles we created. We have took this these two accounting principles. So come back here. Now before assigning to this part, we need to create ledgers here, define settings for ledgers. So ledgers need to be defined. So if you look at the path also here, first I'm going to create accounting principles, then define settings for ledgers and currency types. So what I will do, I'll create ledgers and also assign currency types here. So let us go to the, again, very important setting, this one, settings, ledgers and currency type, because now you're going to confirm for your legal entity how many currencies that you want to report, and also you're going to confirm what accounting principles you are going to define. It's a major discussion with the client on this part, on this area. What are the different ledgers? What are the different currencies that you are going to define for your legal entities? Okay, here I'm I'm just proceeding to create ledgers now. Okay, you will see a number of messages. Just ignore the messages because people are so almost 66 ledgers has been created. 66. Do you think in real time you'll have all these many? No, not even two or three. Max two or three will be there in your real time system. Because since we are practicing in this system, right, training system, right, like us, many of them are creating. Tomorrow you are going to create, so this number will increase again. But in real time you can see only two max, three max. Okay, now SAP has provided leading ledger by default. This ledger, SAP has already provided one leading ledger. Okay, for that leading ledger you are going to assign your accounting principle. So 0L, it's a leading, see, only one leading ledger will be there. It's a by default standard. SAP will provide by default SAP will provide leading ledger. It's a standard ledger. Select your 0L, click on company code settings, click on continue. Now This is standard ledger. So default our company code also assigned to 0L. If you look at here position, what is our company code? AP01.
Yes.
So see, I have not created, I have not assigned our Apple company code to lead. By default, it will come. Whenever you create any new company code, system automatically will assign your company code to leading ledger by default. No need to assign. Also, it will assign your company code. What is our currency for Apple India Private Limited? INR, correct? INR. So see, company code currency INR. It's a company code currency. 10 is company code currency. Now, select your Apple Zero, click on accounting principles. Now you can assign your accounting principle, AP01. So what we defined here? Uh, Anyone remember? I think it starts with AP only, right? See, Apple US Gap. Click press enter, save. Okay, continue. See, Apple Group. I have assigned only accounting principle for the leading ledger. Company code came it by itself, currency also came by itself, and leading ledger also came by itself. Only assigned accounting principle. Come back, come back. You will get a number of messages here. Okay, come back again. Now, now you're on the main screen again. We have created. This is by default, but we assigned only accounting principle for leading ledger. Okay, now we need to create one non-leading ledger. If you have n number of non-leading ledgers, you have to create n number of non-leading ledgers in the system. Now see, 2-digit character, your non-leading ledgers are 2-digit character, which is not activated here, which is called non-leading ledger. If it is activated, it's called leading ledger, which is standard ledger. New entries. Now now again I have to give some two identification letter. I am not sure whether you will tell me one 2-digit letter for our accounting principle. Yes. Double A, it's already there. A1, it's already very good. Nice, Sandeep. So A1, just remember A1 as accounting principle. So Apple, IAS, AP, accounting principle. Okay, I'll put it like this. Okay, click on save first. We'll see if you get any errors now. So see, it's giving message ledger group here. Here we have one more step, but we are not going to do by default. Whenever you create any ledger, system automatically create one ledger group, 1:1. If you create two ledgers groups will be created. If you create three ledgers group will be created. So it's already created by default. I'm selecting here. Okay, now select your A1 company code settings. Now it's our created a ledger, but it's we are not mentioning which company code lies under this ledger, right? New entries. Now enter your company code AP01. Don't enter any other variants like AP, physical variant posting. So system by default, you should get these two variants. Press enter. So see, AP01 is ours. Even this is also ours only. So you are assigning your physical variant posting period. It's a certification question. What are the parameters are assigned to the ledger? So in that, what you should say you are going to assign accounting principle. You are going to assign physical variant, posting period variant. Also, you are going to assign different currency types. Fine. So default system is already picked company code currency INR. Now I am going to assign accounting principle. New entries. Account. What is our accounting principle? G IS. Sorry, Apple IS. Apple
Yes,
accounting standard. Okay, AIAS. Okay, Apple IAS. Press enter. You'll see the definition of the description and give click on save. So if you're getting any issues right while posting, so 99% it will be from this transaction only. 95%. We can see errors from this transaction. So come back here. So we are good with currency type as well. Now, one more thing. Global currency type. So our we are using global currency, I mean we are using group currency, Apple currency, right? Apple group, where Apple group is located in New York. So overall consolidation reporting currency is USD currency. Now global currency, I'm expecting USD currency here. Okay, now system is saying, do you want edit entries? No, because whenever I create controlling area settings, system will automatically capture the global currency type. Okay, we'll proceed, we'll in the upcoming next settings, right? We'll configure controlling related settings. When you configure controlling related settings, system automatically copy global currency type. Okay, so come back, continue. So what are the two ledgers we created? One is A1, one is 0 is already SAP provided. These two ledgers, two accounting principles has been created for our company called Apple. Okay, so while posting the transactions, definitely you will see some errors. We'll come back again to this transaction while when we start doing transactions in the system. Come back. So are you good with this setting? Okay, this defined ledger group, as I mentioned, right? System automatically copy accounting principle whenever create any ledger. This is already copied earlier only. It's a standard by default. So we added one more accounting principle, so it copied. So no need to define anything here. So our settings have maintained accordingly here. So accounting principle we define, settings, ledgers, currency types also. Sandeep, if possible, just assign the steps here. Okay, I'll give edit access here. Not only Sandeep, if anyone wants to add some settings, I mean, if you want to add some comments, right, you can add the what are the fields that are going to enter here. Okay, assign ledger group to accounting principles. Now is another step. We'll see next step as well. Sorry, go to the SAP system. Come back here. Parallel accounting. Assign accounting principle to ledger groups. We'll see any errors now here. Accounting. What is your accounting principle? A I S. Apple accounting standard. What we had given? A1. Is that correct? And
Yes.
what is the another accounting principle? I
AU.
Yes. We
A U.
yes.
Huh.
Yes,
AU.
please.
Okay. US gap. Apple US gap. So this one also mentioned. What is a? It's a 0L again. Agree? See. Click on save. So I'm not getting any errors now. It is clear, right, for you all?
Yes.
Okay. We assigned our accounting principle to ledger groups. Okay. Now we are good with accounting principles, ledger groups, as well as your currencies and the ledgers here. And also it will replicate your ledger group. By default, it will get updated automatically. Now we'll come back to the next step. Ha. We'll try to close at least these steps today. Okay. Next class we'll start doing some master data activities. From here, I don't know which student marked in the this color, because many of them are working on this sheet. Uh, okay. Till 23 we completed. Will you want me to continue, or what do you say? It's your wish. If you want me to continue, we'll continue. Sandeep, Ashwin.
Continue, sir.
Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll try. We'll do one thing. I don't have much steps here. One, two, three. This one, anyhow, for time being, we are deactivating. Sorry, this one. Again, this one, we are not going to do all these steps now. While posting the transaction, system will throw errors. At that time, we'll come back again here. Okay. So this one also will not do. This one also not do. This is standard transaction, standard transaction, standard. And one, two, three. Okay, 3 4 steps anyhow we need to do it. If I explain now, you will not understand. At the time of posting the transaction, you will understand why we are doing these settings. Okay, so we'll complete at least mandatory settings now. Row number 24th, again, controlling area, basic setting, controlling indicators, as in company go to controlling area. So this is mandatory step. Okay, so what is controlling area? Again, so we call it as FICO module, right? So FI is financial accounting, CO is controlling management accounting. We are learning financial accounting, but still we need to maintain structure. since we are in the demo server, in real time you will see CO separate guys, separate consultants. In for FI, we will see separate FI consultants. Okay, CO is management accounting. Okay, CO is a management accounting module, which is also called as internal accounting. Okay, financial accounting was external accounting, whereas CO is internal accounting. When I say internal accounting, it's simple, for where you will do the analysis or interpretation, right? So how do you analysis, how do you analyze the things, now analyze the transactions? So CO has some reports. Okay, I will come like, I'll come this way. Now tell me, now to manufacture any product, what do you need? You need raw material, you agree? And
Yes.
what else
Yes.
you need? You need labor to, of course,
Machine.
machinery, and of course the product is okay. So on examples, okay, 1 2 3, I had given 3 examples, but you may record more things, right? At the same time, now this is called your cost, some 80 rupees. Now when I include my profit to this cost, some around 20 rupees, sales will be my 100. Do you agree? Here you are good, sales value. At
Yes.
last we are selling the product worth of 100 rupees to the customer. Now, as a consult, as a controlling consult, as a management guy, as an internal consultant, as an internal accountant, as an internal accountant, I know the costing part. Okay. If I, after implementing all the costing related tool, after using all the controlling tools, all the costing tools, I'll come to know to reduce the cost here. If I reduce this cost, what happens? Definitely my profit will increase, right? So for reducing the cost here, so SAP has provided different controlling tools. One is cost element accounting, cost center accounting, internal orders, and COPA profitability analysis. I think I already mentioned during our introduction session, right? What else? Material ledger, profit center accounting,
Product costing.
yep, product costing, and one more important is PS, project systems. Of course, we have activity based costing. These are the controlling techniques or controlling tools, management tools to interpret your reports, where management can take decision based on these reports. After implementing these tools, definitely we'll see the reports. Based on the reports, definitely they are going to reduce the cost of the product to increase your profit ultimately. Okay, so as part of FI consultant, as a FI consultant, of course we are in the demo server. There are mandatory settings in SAP I need to configure. Without controlling settings, I can't. Okay, or someone has to be there, right, from the controlling team. Someone has to configure. In real time, you will have a separate PS consultant, separate COPA consultant, separate PS consultant, PC consultant. Okay, I mentioned a couple of times. Huh? Separate PC consultant. Okay. Now, in our system configurations, I'll show you what are the required configuration settings for our financial accounting. But the configuration will be done under controlling area. But they are mandatory to proceed with our transactions. So close your financial accounting, come back to controlling area. So controlling, see, financial accounting and controlling. Under general controlling, under organization, under maintain controlling, click execute here itself. Controlling, I'll repeat again, controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area. Execute, click on execute option, maintain controlling area, second option. So some messages, warning messages, just ignore. Now you can see all the controlling areas, some 136 has been maintained because this is a demo server. In real time, you'll have only one or two max or standard templates. So I'll go to new entries. Now controlling area. So controlling area, what is identification? AP, CA, just like controlling chart of accounts, I think, right? I'm giving control area identification. Name, Apple, controlling area. Similar to your group, similar to your group. Okay. because under group you will have n number of legal entities, so controlling will be only one. So now here you will understand. Now your company will have only one company code, or your company code will have multiple company codes. Definite, it's any company, any group. Tata has n number of legal entities. Aditya Group has n number of legal entities. Even IPL might have n number of legal entities across world. So definitely we'll use the second option, cross company code cost accounting option. We'll not use first option. Even though if you have only one company code, in future you will definitely you will going to expand your business, expand your business to other locations as well, other countries as well. In that case, you should select cross company code cost accounting. Then only you will get the legal reporting, right? Then only you will get cost accounting reports all together, all company codes, all legal entities data. So select the second one. What is your currency type? Since this is a consolidation level, we'll select group related currency. See, when I selected 30, system is populating, auto populating from the USD, United States dollar, USD currency, auto populating. So how system is auto populating currency USD? Because there are two things. One is company, okay. Another thing is slash OSCC4 client currency. See, we are under client currency as 100, okay. So client in your real time system, base system will set up the system. So he will definitely set up the system after discussing with our financial team. Okay. Now 100 client is already maintained with USD. Your group currency is USD. Your controlling currency is USD. Your company currency is USD. In case if you say that no Pramod, I want only INR currency, then you have to intimate to the base system to change this currency to INR. Okay. So your company currency, okay, especially two currencies, one is client level currency and your controlling area level currency should be mandatorily same. For our Apple currency, for our Apple consolidation, at what level you are going to extract the report? In USD currency, right? The same thing I'm updating here, but it has to be same at client level currency as well. See, if you're since I already worked as a real time consultant, right? So I know, I mean, at the client level also it should be same. Okay, this is very important thing. So come down. What is your chart of accounts? I forgotten here. I don't remember. Tell me. AP? Apka?
This week.
Apple chart of accounts? And what is your fiscal year variant? A1 or something? No, we have the description. F? No. This is a bit. F? A? Double A? See,
A1
that's
I
the main
think.
problem. That's the reason I mentioned what do you say? Description in the description. Okay, let us check Apple. Oh my god. Okay, let us check here. Check the description here. There is another way. I'll tell you. If you forget any identifications, I'll tell you how to find it out. Where you see the Apple. We have not mentioned Apple. We mentioned as AP01 company code description. We mentioned. That's the reason I'm not getting it. Yep. Yes, sir. We'll do that that way. If at all, if I'm not getting, I already scrolled down. This is really stupidity. Okay, Control F, AP01. Okay, we got it. W only. You are right, I think, right, Sandeep? Okay, so in case, okay, well, let us complete this step. Cost center standard hierarchy. So again, cost center standard hierarchy. So in controlling, we have cost center accounting. So for this, we need to create one group name. Group name is a hierarchy name. Okay, hierarchy name. What is a cost center? What is cost center here? Cost center is a department. For example, research and department or sales department or HR department. What departments use in real time? I mean, companies, finance department. You agree? So these are the different departments we create as cost centers. But anyhow, it's a client question. We need to understand what is their requirement as a as part of controlling team, right? If you're working under cost center accounting, you will discuss with the client what are the cost centers. I mean, you will explain to the client saying cost centers in SAP is a department, but it's up to client now what they want to define cost centers in SAP. So cost center is a department. Okay, for that system is expecting one hierarchy setting here. Give cost center standard hierarchy. Okay, so see, so similarly give same thing cost center error, cost center accounting IKEA mentioned. So I'll just remove IKEA here. I'll mention as AP01, which is Apple. Press enter. Okay, when I press entered, so system is asking me whether you want to proceed with your hierarchy name. Yes, create, please proceed, create the hierarchy for this CCA. Okay, click on save first. Again asking the same message, click on yes. So now again I'm saving my setting in my Apple group related request. Continue. So we created, if you get some such kind of version, just ignore it. Click on press, click on enter. Even I'm not sure why that message is populating. We need to investigate. Okay, on the left side you can see two elements are there. One is activate component. So let us check this one. New and activate component. So under controlling area, which components you are going to activate and which components you are going to deactivate. Since we are not learning a controlling area, but we'll see what are the mandatory components to define. From which financial year you want to maintain? 2025. Okay, cost centers I want to put it as active. Let us put order management also active, and let it be all these as non-active. Click on save. Some message. Continue. Continue. Okay, so what I mentioned, just order management, cost centers are maintained as component active. On the left side, now it is agar same responsible that we need to assign our controlling area to our company codes. What is our company code? AP01. Press enter. You will see Apple India Private Limited. Click on save. So now you remember currency type 30 added as additional FI currency for company code AP01. I told you, right? While creating the ledgers, system will automatically update currency type 30 as group currency as USD. Okay, so happy to see this message. Happy to see this message. Click on this one. Okay, press enter again. Tables locked by user. I don't know. Someone is locking some tables, but that employee is mine. My employee only. Fine. Click. So sorry. Once again. So where is our position? Controlling आपका. So controlling area settings we have maintained. Okay, currency, group currency. So system automatic populates the currency. We have maintained cross company code and the description. We assigned the company codes for our controlling area. At the same time, we activated two indicate cost centers and order management with financial year. From which financial you want to maintain? I don't know. After 9 years, what happens to the old? What happens to the SAP system? So this is a very good question. After 9 and what happens to the SAP system? Okay, so what we have done, we have created controlling area and we have created some controlling area basic settings we assigned to the company code. That is important again. Okay, so we are good with controlling area settings. Let us go to our main tracker, configuration tracker. So where we are now, we are in the row number 24. See, controlling area, basic data, controlling indicators, assign company code to controlling area. So my request, if anyone of you please update the steps here. Okay, if you have some time. I'm
Okay,
not
sir.
getting time. So now the another one, versions. So what is version again? So version, SAP standard, as SAP has already provided versions. Okay, zero is zero version is actual plan, and one is some other versions. Okay, for the reporting, this is controlling specific again. Okay, so uh, actual and plan. So for example, I'll give one very good example. You take uh, research and development department, one cost center. Okay, now for this 2025 financial year, for this RD cost center, okay, what is your planned cost for this entire financial year? How much you're expecting? How much RT will incur the cost? Say for example 10 lakhs. Okay. Now this is your planned cost only. This is your planned amount. Planned amount. You are estimating the cost for this cost center for 2020 financial year. Forecasting. Now your actual will be something like 125, 12 lakhs 50,000 something. What is the variance between planned and actual? So 2 lakh 50,000 something, correct? 2 lakhs 50,000. So that is called variance. So such kind of reports you will get it in the cost center accounting. Of course, if you use other areas also, you'll get different kind of reports. But now to activate this plan, we are going to define this versions. If you look at here in the system, general controlling, organization, maintain versions. Click on execute. See, SAP has provided plan actual version 0, plan version, actual cost, target cost. So this is something where cost accountants will come into picture. So I am creating this 0. Click on controlling area settings. Select 0 version. Click on controlling area settings. Okay. Okay. If you look at here, VCCA, this is our controlling area, not ours, right? So
Yes.
exit. So here, before going to versions, we have one setting to activate. By default, it's coming the last. See, this is a demo server, right? So someone might working on the controlling related activities. So it's showing the last controlling area. Now we need to change our controlling area. So look at here, maintain controlling area. Okay, not that one. That was the. Uh, okay, I'll tell you the I missed out the path. Okay, but definitely we'll see somewhere else. Okay, slash o okks set controlling area. Okay, this is you're defaulting the controlling area. Since we are working on Apple controlling area, I want to default to Apple controlling area. Click on save. So now you will see all will be ours. Our controlling area settings will be Apple related. So go back to versions. Now you can see, select 0 version, click on controlling area settings. Now it came. Happy? So just remember, defaulting the controlling area is, I will write it here. Okay, KS, but don't write it here. Okay, KS. Set controlling area. Come back to SAP screen. Select, so under controlling area, I selected controlling area settings, select 0 version, settings for each fiscal year. Now I need to mention settings for fiscal year. Double click here. So you can see, so copying allowed, integrated planning. If you want to do planning for this entire controlling area, so we need to activate integrated planning, copying allowed, keep it as it is, other parameters, don't change anything, click on save, click on execute. So when I execute this entire thing will execute in the background. Okay, so you have to give output device LP01, click on continue, click on continue. Okay, click on continue, and this job name, just execute it, you will get finished. So basically some background settings, some background tables are getting updated. Okay, to complete that setup, version setup. So I will go once again, we'll see it got updated or not. uh, I, okay, I don't want to go via transaction code, I'll come back with path. Since you're learning controlling, general controlling, organization, versions, select 0 version, click on controlling area settings. This is our controlling area, click on 0 settings for fiscal year. See, now click on this 2025. So and you can see integrated plan, copying it. Now it's got saved, our parameters has been saved. Okay, we are good with versions. Come back, come back to our sheet again. So 25 is completed. Now 26. This is a new step in ECC. In older version, we don't have this 26th step. All other steps were there in the previous ECC version also. Now 26th step is a new step in S4 SAP S4 HANA system. Now come back to the configuration. What is the step name? Define ledger for CO version, only for leading ledger. So we'll define one version for leading ledger. So come back here, come back, define ledger for CO version. This is a mandatory step again. So new entries, what is your controlling area? Apka, your version 0 version. What is your ledger? 0 is your leading ledger. This should be your leading ledger. Click on save. Click on continue. Now we defined this ledger part, 0 part. We are good with activating CO version for leading lecture. Now, this is also important. 27th, controlling area settings for profit center accounting. What we did just earlier, we did the configuration set hierarchy area for cost center, right? Similarly, we need to do it for profit center accounting. Okay. Now, what is profit center accounting? Anyone? Profit centers, if you want to get the if you want to extract revenue information, right? If you want to extract revenue info, you can create some sort of business areas as profit center. Okay, for example, say as I mentioned earlier, if I am working for any pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutical company code, okay, I can suggest to the client for the each and every department, like I mean cardiologist, or like as I mentioned earlier, what other departments you have, gynecology department or pulmonologist or orthopedician or urologist, okay, urology department. So these department I can create as a profit centers as well, or you can create locations as profit centers, it's up to them, or you can create product lines or different product areas, okay, where you want to know what is your income. Of course you can also know even cost also. Fine. So profit center system is expecting one hierarchy here. I'll go back to the configuration. Okay, close the general controlling. Under controlling, cost center, internal order, very profit center. Here is the profit center accounting. Under profit center account, basic settings. Under basic settings, see here we have set controlling area. Earlier we were searching for OKKS, right? Under profit center account, we have this setting, set controlling area. We are already under Apple controlling area. Now controlling area settings. Maintain controlling area settings. Now we are defining controlling settings for profit center accounting, enterprise controlling. Standard hierarchy, again, give something. So I'm giving as Apple profit center recording. Okay, what is the local currency type? Nine. Okay, you have 3 different options. Anyhow, this is group currency is already getting covered. Okay, so I want to create separate 90 as a profit center currency. If you want a different currency also you can give, but I'm giving as INR as a local currency. So transaction currency, and activate your indicator 2025. You're activating profit center for 2025 financial year. Of course, from here it will activate it by default. Click or save. So I'm just repeating. You are defining profit center settings at controlling area. You are defining profit center hierarchy. You are defining your currency type. I had updated with INR, and you are activating storing the currency, the data. Keep other parameters same as it is, and activate the indicator. Click on save. Come back. So settings again. Ha. Now this one, document splitting. So for time, this is another important area where the documents will get split. Okay, this is one area where definitely, I mean, we have one a topic on this area. We'll discuss on this one. But since we are working in a demo server, many guys are working, many users are working on the system, so they are activating, deactivating, it's very difficult. Okay, so for time being, what I will do for initial, I mean, for the during initial sessions for the GL ARAP, after completing our course, I mean, before completing our course, we'll consider this topic at last. What is the topic? Document splitting. This is, you'll have definitely in your in interviews or in certification questions, they will ask a number of questions on document splitting. Okay, so it's there already there, the settings are there in the are maintained in this Excel sheet. Okay, I'll explain you on document splitting later when we start working practically in the system. tolerance group for GL accounts and tolerance group for employees, assign users to employees while during practicals, during posting of the transactions, we have scenarios as well. So at that time, we'll do the configurations. Even document types also at the time of posting, we can see. Even these are the standard. So from 29 to, of course, from 28 anyhow, we are deactivating. Okay, let us deactivate first. Otherwise, will be difficult. Financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, document splitting. Here you can see under document splitting, activate document splitting. By default it is activated. By default it is activated. On the left side you can see per company code. So by default it is activated. If you want to deactivate, you can deactivate document splitting configuration for functionality. You are deactivating document splitting functionality for your company code. For time being, I'm doing this. AP01 inactive. I'm inactivating the company code for document splitting functionality. So oh my god, someone has done some changes, sir. Define the commitment item as document splitting. That's the reason. That's the main problem with the document splitting. Someone has changed the configuration. Commitment item as a document splitting characteristics K and B bell are. Oh my god, what to do with this configuration? Mm. Huh. Someone has activated funds management. It's a separate module again. Now I don't know how to deactivate this funds management. That's the main problem with using same system by a number of users. Okay, so commitment address a document splitting characteristics K and B LNR. Let us check if I get some information from Google at least. Public sector funds management prepare for installation. Someone might be using funds management. Okay, so SPRO, just to tell me the path. Public sector funds management. Public sector management. I'm listening for the first time. Okay, here we have public sector. Under this we have funds management government and actual and commitment updating integration, activate direct funds management. Actual commitment and activate deactivate. Not sure if I can do that. Position, what is our company code? AP01.
Yes.
So activate a derivation, update FM. So by default it is activated, right? So let us check the description. So activate account assignment derivation funds defines that the account assignment derivation funds is active. The activation of the account assignment derivation ensures the documents in funds management. It's confusing again. If you also set the update flag, activate update in funds management, documents are update funds management. If you also update the flag, set the update flag. Okay, so this is by default it's not activated. If you want to activate, you will activate it. Activate every see activate a derivation, updating your funds management. But default it's coming because it is indirectly throwing error via document splitting configuration. That's the reason that's the main reason I want to teach the document splitting at last, because a number of resource users are working on the same system. They're activating, deactivating many settings. Okay, we'll see other option. Uh, Financial accounting, GL accounting, business transactions, document splitting. He's saying something here. Document splitting characteristics. So here new entries. So here commitment item, and one more he was saying something else. I don't know what it is. It was this I think, not this one. I don't know what was the other one. Okay, let it be here. Press enter, save. So this is fine. Do you want to assure? Yes. So this is not ours. Let us put in some other request. Okay. Basically, I want to keep it clean for our group. We'll see this one. We delete this one. I don't know why this is coming blank. But anyhow, let us try deactivating configuration again. Document splitting. Position, company code, AP01, continue, deactivate it, save it. Still I'm getting this message. Commitment as a document splitting character, commitment as splitting, can BLNR splitting. Active for, see, 0009 is activated, 0009 company code. Okay, 0009 company code. Let us go to the 0009 company code. Position 0009 inactive. Let us check, but still I'm getting same message. If I don't deactivate now, you will see a number of errors again. We'll see some workaround solution for this. Mm, no, we don't have that here also. Okay, I'll check some other alternative then. Fine. Okay. So what we have done, we configured all the settings. Okay. So all the basic settings, all the configuration settings. So I'll check if I'm able to deactivate the document splitting later. But in our next class, what we'll do, we'll create GL master data. Okay. So we'll start creating GL masters when we'll start doing postings also. Now I mean, after that creating, we'll see all the scenarios. What scenarios we have it in GL, like checking the currency checking, Spark post, recurring documents, validation substitutions, field status group, field status, posting keys, account groups, document types, and everything. So here also I mentioned deactivate for time being. Document. So we have a number of scenarios. Okay, if you are able to complete GL part, then definitely 95% will understand accounts receivable, accounts payable. If you don't understand general ledger accounting, again again it's very difficult understanding accounts receivable, accounts payable. Okay, I've covered all the scenarios. I've covered all the scenarios. So if you understand G, try to understand GL area. It will be easy, very easy for you understanding accounts receivable, accounts payable. Of course, we have many areas: accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset accounting. Many areas are there. Okay, so any questions, guys? My request is go through all the configuration settings for the next class, whatever we define. And one more thing, very important. Have you got the license? I mean, have you purchased the SAP access? Got the access, SAP access? Anyone?
Not yet. So I will need it
No, sir, not yet.
tomorrow.
But try to get it as soon as possible, and you have to be with me only, right? I mean, you have to along with me. You have to do the configuration settings in your system. Otherwise, you'll be late, and I will be very fast, right?
Yes.
We already covered all the configuration settings, enterprise structure settings, global settings, and as well as controlling area settings. So now we are good to go with general master data creation. So what you do, at least within next to 2 days, get the access and start doing all these settings. You can fire the questions in the WhatsApp group also. I'll reply. I
Sure.
already, and you can see this sheet questions. If you forget, right, just mention your questions here. I'll reply back here. Or otherwise, I'll discuss in the class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So um, we'll connect next Saturday, same time, 12 p.m. Make
Sure.
sense?
Sure.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Then good day for the rest of the day. Bye. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.